Today we're going to talk about consistency. As a follow up for my post yesterday, a little bit. I had some asthma, gut issue, autoimmune post yesterday. One of the things was autoimmune. That kind of frustrates me with autoimmune problems, patients with autoimmune issues, those kinds of things. And in general, it goes for any problem that you're having, right? And it goes for anything in life. It's how consistent are you with your habit, right? How often are you eating good? How often are you exercising? How often are you getting adjusted, right? The other docs in the area, I'll just say this, don't necessarily think the way that we do. There's a few down in Sterling that do. But you have a nervous system that controls everything in your body and it's working all the time. So the question I have for you and what you to think about is, do you want it to work as good all the time, or just think about it only when it's bothering you, or you're having a symptom, or you're having pain, or your autoimmune conditions flared up, whatever you're dealing with as far as your health thing goes? Do you only worry about it when it's really bothering you? That is the opposite of what wellness is. Wellness is dealing with it and taking care of it all the time. It's not only seeing your chiropractor, seeing your massage therapist, whatever. It's not only seeing them when you're having issues, right? That's really not wellness. And since we're called this Wellness Wednesdays, we want to talk about what true wellness really is, right? It's doing the things that you need to on a daily basis. Whether you're feeling good or whether you're not feeling good, right? You still have to make the choices that are going to make you better and going to make you healthier, right? This all comes down ultimately to how your body's performing. And that ultimately comes down to how your nervous system is. There's no way around it. Your nervous system controls everything in your body, and it does it through your nervous system, okay? And your brain's what controls all that, right? So when your nervous system isn't working correctly, your body can't work correctly. Whether that's your immune system, whether it's your lungs, whether it's your heart, whether it's your stomach and gut and colon, and all those kinds of things that lead to Crohn's disease and IBS and gluten intolerance and all the crazy things that's out there right nowadays. So we tend to forget where all that's really coming from. And a lot of that comes from us not worrying about everything on a daily basis, right? So how do we do that? Well, we eat right every day. We exercise right. We exercise every day. We try to be as positive as we can. We get checked by your chiropractor frequently, right? And routinely. It's not just a when I'm in pain kind of thing, right? We take care of people that are like that, yes. We take care of people that come in only when they're hurting or when they're really in a bad spot, right? But is that ideal for them? Is that ideal for anybody? The answer is no. We really have to think about what's the best for us in the long term. And it's truly about taking care of ourselves frequently, right? And your nervous system is what's controlling everything. So how frequently do you want it to work right? I would say all the time. Right? So that's why, I recommend with almost everybody that comes in here, they get checked once a week. If they're truly trying to prevent future problems, if they're truly trying to be well, you need to be checked at least once a week. If you're playing sports, a lot of the athletes I have come in here, they come in twice a week. I check my daughter twice a week when I remember, for whatever reason. It's harder when she lives in my house, but, she's got adjusted twice a week, the majority of the weeks, probably since she was 10 years old, right? Because things happen in life. So this is backwards. I understand. I don't remember how to flip this. How do I do this? Can I do this? I don't know. Anyways, but this is what it comes down to. You have two parts of your nervous system, right? You have your part of your nervous system that can save your life when a tiger jumps out of you, and you have your other part of your nervous system that allows you to heal whatever happened to you when the tiger's chasing you, right? And these two systems need to be in balance, right? And if those two systems aren't in balance, then the one that's saving your life is the one that's driving you, okay? Just due to our lifestyle and our toxic load and our basically what happens in society nowadays, our sympathetic system, the part that saves our lives, is the natural driver, okay? if we're not doing things to stimulate the other part of your nervous system and allow that to balance out, then that's where allergies, asthma, gut issues, autoimmune issues, ADHD, autism, all those things, all the major diseases in our society, that's where they come from, is the imbalance of your nervous system. This is not just my opinion. These are scientific facts, and this is how it works. In our society, we are sympathetic nervous system driven. That's what all the research shows. That's what I see on a daily basis, right? You think about all the people you see on a daily basis. Are they stressed out and worried about things and on edge and unhappy and those kinds of things? Or are they calm and relaxed and moving through life without any stresses affecting them that we know, right? So there's a difference, and you have to stimulate that healing and growth part of your nervous system. Otherwise, you're just saving your life. And the first thing that happens when you go to save your life, when a tiger jumps out at you, you run, your digestive system shuts down. Why do you think we have all the digestive problems that we do now? It's because we're living in the sympathetic dominant part of our nervous system. The only way to get out of that is by seeing a chiropractor that can focus on stimulating the other part of your nervous system. And if you're going to a chiropractor and they're adjusting everything when they come in, your whole spine with just the same they have forever, they're not stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system. They're actually putting you further down into sympathetic no man's land, basically, right? So you have to be specific and you have to be consistent with how you're dealing with this. So that was a little rant, little soapbox moment there, obviously, but just frustrating to see that people just expect to be healthy and don't take any actions to be healthy, right? You can make all the exercise choices, you can make all the dietary choices that you want to, but if your nervous system is not working the correct way and it is saving your life only, those dietary changes aren't going to matter because your digestive system is not working the way it's supposed to. And that's why we have the problems that we do. And until we deal with stimulating that part of your nervous system that heals and grows, you're not going to get better. And you're going to have to keep avoiding things, right? Yeah. Phew. Got a lot off my chest there, I guess. But anyways, to truly be well, you have to be doing things consistently and you have to be doing them daily, or you have to be doing them frequently, okay? It can't be an only when I feel bad kind of thing. So that's truly what wellness is, and that's truly what we're here for. That's really why our clinic's been called Brain Family Wellness for the last 14 years at this point. So, that's really why it's called that, is because we believe in wellness and we believe in people getting more out of life than what they do when they first come in here. So if you have questions, if you have thoughts, if you want to yell at me for saying what I said, please go ahead and do it. Comment below. I'd love to have the conversation. So obviously some of these are my opinions, but most of them are just scientific fact. Whether you've been told that or learned that, that's really what they are. Have a blessed day.